Everybody, it's Alyce-Kay Ruckelshaus from Threshold of Hineni, and you're not going to see my hands today because Michelle, Joyful Michelle, this is for you. This is my workspace. Michelle recently showed her workspace, her messy workspace, and I commented that it wasn't as bad as mine, so she wanted to see mine. So, okay, here it is. There's my dog, Eli. He's 91 years old in people years or dog years, whatever. There's my stack of boxes that I really need to consolidate. Those are for like shipping out orders, and there's packaging materials, and I'm really bad about, like, I should take the packing materials out and put them inside each other. Here's where I keep my paints, or where I used to keep my paints. And when we moved our stuff up to the mountains, most of my paints got moved up there, and I've been slowly replacing them. I don't do a lot of painting these days. Okay, so here's where it gets bad. You guys thought that was bad. Okay, so let's start over here. This part is actually somewhat organized, even though it doesn't look like it. Okay, so these are my shelves, and I have my paper stuff down here. So I've got, like, you know, different kinds of paper, my coffee stained paper, my baking sheets for coffee staining, and doilies, and cards and stuff, tags. And then here, my husband's buttons that he gave me, since he really slowed down doing sweaters before he passed away, and he told me to go ahead and use his buttons. So I have wonderful, wonderful buttons. And pens and glues and stuff, and then some of my books. And then there's yarn. That's where my ribbon is supposed to go, but it's usually out by my workspace. And some of my fabric, twine and raffia and string, some of the yarn from Bill. And then here, some yarn samples that he was sent that I'm going to be able to use. And let's see, my latest purchases from the thrift store. This is a fabric. It's actually curtains, but it'll make a great cover, or a few covers. And just like a whole mishmash of stuff. This is just where I put stuff. That was parts of a sweater that he ended up not using, and he said I could use it and cut it up. And junk. Okay, so then over here is like mostly fabric on those shelves. Okay, let me see if I can step over Eli without breaking my neck. I have this new cart. I got two of them that my mom and I put together. That one's turned sideways. And I'm using this one for things like stencils and stamps and stuff. So there's some stamps and some stencils and other goodies. Here's some pillows that I need to cover for my bed, and some of my fabrics. Okay, and then I eat a lot of Cliff Bars to stay awake during work. So those are ones that are torn down that need to go to recycling. And then actually, let's go over here. So then this is like some stuff that I'm using for working on. And then I've recently been putting stuff into these bins so that they're out of boxes that I had stacked on the table here, so that my cats can't get into them, because I want to start letting my animals back here with me, since it's just me and them now. So there are still a couple of journals that I'm working on that are still out here, but those will get put into that cart that we looked at. Then this is where I have like stuff that needs to be coffee dyed, some stuff for my coaching. It's kind of funny that it's kind of mixed in here, but that works for me. And then different kinds of paper, like sheet music and pattern paper and music and words and stuff. And so, like, in these boxes I have, like, here's Velcro pins and other fasteners, tissue paper, pictures of Bill, because I'm working on a journal about him. Just, you know, like all different little bits of stuff. A lot of pieces of stuff for Franken paper right here. Bright scraps, different colors and stuff. Let's see, pins. Okay, there's like those really cool little pins that I hang charms from. This is some of my favorite yarn of Bill's. I have some partially done junk journals in here that I'm working on. I don't know if I can open it with one hand. No. Anyway, file folders full of those. And then this is a Frankenpaper project that I'm working on. I've been working on that for a couple months. I've kind of set it aside when Bill was in his accident. And then this cart, oh my word, this cart has just been so wonderful. So I've got my paper cutter on top of it. This is a journal that I'm currently working on, so that's why it's out right now. But each of these drawers has a different, there's 20 of them, has a different journal that I'm working on, or one that I've just finished for my shop, which is going to be the Widow Ruckelshaus. Here's stuff that's fallen off my table right here. Current papers that I'm working on. I just got this little rack thing for putting tall stuff that needs to be stored vertically. And my workspace that really, really needs to be cleaned up. There's ribbons and stuff. I am working on getting this all cleaned up, but it's going really slowly because I have a lot to take care of since Bill died. So that's ribbon that I'm currently working with, as well as some in here. So anyway, yeah, and then there's an angel that was sent to me by a friend from the Newbie Junk Journal group. That was very, very sweet. And it was anonymous. I mean, I know who it was, but it was anonymous, so I'm not saying anything. Anyway, yeah, mess. Oh, there's my explosion box that I'm working on. I have a lot of projects I'm working on at once. I don't know. I don't think that I'm like officially ADD, but sometimes I think I am. There's my clock that I'm supposed to watch when I'm recording things, and this is my recording area. Okay, so Michelle, that's it. For some reason it got out of focus. Anyway, yeah, it's a real mess. And there's Eli. And hopefully I can do another video soon showing you how wonderfully neat and organized everything is. All right, I love you all. Bye-bye.